Well, according to my notes, it's time for banter on the Aging Better Network live show. Hello, Christine.
Well, I can banter you. It sounds almost a little mean, like I'm going to banter you.
hmm
Um, but I could because I enjoy talking so much. You could actually feel like you've been, bantered for, 27 minutes. Um, when I saw that book today, it meant something different. So it was something that we worked on for 12 weeks, thanks to your writing course. And now I look at it and it means something completely new because I receive messages from
hmm
people saying, I want to read this, or I'm going to get that, or I need to find time, I need to find my Kindle so that I can use this. And I think, boy, I should go back and see what's in there, as if I didn't have it in my brain for 3 years.
hmm
And then, and so I should go and see what it is that they're looking at. It's delightful. I can imagine what is in your mind right now because we talked about it this week,
Yeah.
and that was a comment from a person.
hmm Yeah. So here's a picture of the cover of Volume 1 of The Active Aging Pre-Planning for Your Emotional and Relational Future. It is available on Amazon. You can go to agingbetternetwork.com and right at the top, take you right to Amazon, where someone that I think it was a LinkedIn comment, and said, putting you on a pedestal. I didn't
Well,
realize you were an author.
yeah, I know. And because it's on the
Yeah.
screen, I put the voice to it that I could hear in my mind.
hmm
It was like, "I didn't know you were an author."
hmm Yeah.
Like all of a sudden that's a different category. So
Yeah.
if it's up on a pedestal, I say there's plenty of room. It's an entire mesa in the southwestern area of the United States, and there's plenty of room up here.
hmm
You received a comment from one of your online buddies who said, "I feel like I've got a book in me."
hmm
And I just think, there have been plenty of times that people have said, "I should have written a book," or other people say, "You should write that down. That should be available to more people." And that was reason enough for me to just go ahead and put it out there. It includes hot links. Tell us about the hot links if it's breakfast time. What about these hot links?
And this is an important part of the book. So the active aging has journaling samples that are in there. So as we talked about these different acts of aging, and you'll be talking later on in this show
Mhm,
about an aspect of aging,
mhm.
and these are common and uh, almost universal. That as we continue to develop and grow, we will enter these aspects of aging. But the journal is I'll just say it's a recognized practice right now. If you are
Yes.
interested in self-improvement at all, there's a lot of different types of journals out there. Well, there's samples here in the book, The Active Aging. You can link to that and get you can download, I think it's 12 pages, this PDF that you can download, you can print off or use as fits. And then there's videos that Christine will actually walk through on that. So I'm just excited
I'll just
about
walk
the whole
right
book.
through the Kindle. Yeah,
Just walk
I
right
tend to
through it.
call them
Yeah.
video guides.
Video guide.
Like
Yeah.
you're looking
hmm
at this piece of paper and going, "What?"
hmm
And
Yeah.
by the time I've led you through 3 different aspects, you're gonna start feeling like, "I got this." If
hmm
there was a 4th one, I could probably just walk through it myself.
Yeah. And I don't know that we have any particular announcement, but you were a
Mhm.
speaker at the CARE conference And
Mhm.
I believe that at some point on the website, we're going to have a link to a replay recording of that. It's not available right now, but the conference was wonderful. There were great speakers there.
Yes, I kept calling them the Lucky 13
Mm,
because we were selected. You didn't just line up and take your turn. It wasn't open mic at all.
mhm.
And we had several meetings with the person in charge, who is Denise M. Brown. She's
Right.
easy to find on LinkedIn. And the 13 different presenters. Oh, it was marvelous because we as presenters could look across the screen. We could see the many, many people who were attending, some just for one segment and some all the way through. A lot of the people were getting continuing education units, but
Mhm,
most of the people are at home, some of them 7 days a week, and they are providing care for someone who is being affected by
mhm,
aspects of aging. And they tuned in for encouragement, information, just community.
mhm,
And it was amazing. At one point, I could only see a few of the people, and they were all gentlemen. And I have worked shoulder to shoulder with gentlemen just like those. And that's how I started my presentation. I already know you. I have already worked in a home like yours with you, and we have confided in each other, and we have, laughed when you just need to get some more air in your lungs
mhm,
at times. And we've also, I could go on and on, but I do want to show this. There was a winner during my presentation segment,
mhm,
and I'm not showing the side with the name, but this person works in the medical field. They work very closely with people who, again, are being affected by aspects of aging. And that
mhm,
person, in my mind, that person is looking at their own future. I get to mail this off today. They're looking at their own future,
mhm,
and they're saying, who's going to drive me to my appointments? How do I make sure that I don't drive people away with my reactions to these things that are just coming at me, sometimes like dominoes falling? So I really look forward to finishing what will be the reason why I wrote this book, is because I'm planning to write the book that has been in my heart for
mhm,
3 years at least, and that will be called the complete pre-act your age journal. So the one that my husband was showing a few moments ago has a few samples from that journal, and that journal will be complete, not in that it has every possible scenario in it. It will be complete as you complete it. There will be
mhm,
prompts, there will be aspects, there will even be answer keys, suggestion boxes, just to get you going when you think, I don't even know what to think about this. There's something that you can grab onto. And then later on, you can say, nah, I got something better now. I truly understand what this is like to project myself into the future and pre-plan for better emotional and relational outcomes.
mhm. Yeah, and that's really why I recommend people get the book, click on the link, download the sample, give it a try. And if you want some help, watch the videos.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can just look through it on your
Mhm,
own.
mhm,
And that's why he said 12 pages, because we spread everything out, but there's really only 3 general, like, it isn't a specific thing that might happen to one person, but
mhm,
3 general things to consider. They all happen pretty commonly. Commonly? They happen a
Yes.
lot. And so it's approaching something that some people would feel like they need to avert their glance and just go, not right now. And I did that to you the other
Mhm.
day. We were having this wonderful day, and you brought up something. We were sitting outside, and it was like, oh dear, that looks like it could be a problem. And I'm just, not now. Don't don't make our happy bubble go away.
That's right.
So I'm trying to give people an opportunity to approach something that seems distasteful or overwhelming, or oh, it's so far from now. I
Mhm.
know I don't have to deal with it now, and be able to approach it for just a few moments and start some good habits going into the third of your life.
Indeed, indeed. And so that is a benefit of going to the Aging Better Network website, agingbetternetwork.com. There are links to links. So this is helpful information, websites, blogs, resources that are out there that people can go to. And that is being updated continually as you make contacts with new people, as you find great resources to help.
I just peeked at the chat column. Good old Russ. Yay!
There he is. Yep.
Yay! Our friend. And I didn't even tell you this, but he is meeting with me on Friday at 2:00. And
Well,
I
there you
don't know
go.
what he's going to bestow upon me at that time. I don't even know if he wants to talk about aging, but I'm always ready for that.
That's right.
I think he's gonna give me some advice, because he too is an author, and he
Mhm.
also does a lot of what we're doing right now, live streaming.
Yeah. So, and speaking of which, we've been talking about the aspects of aging, and I think you have queued up for us another of the 52. There's more probably, but of the identified 52 different aspects of aging. Christine, what do you have queued up today?
Well, I'm gonna do something live that I've not done before. It's probably been done somewhere in the world, but not recently, right? I am going to switch off, and I practiced earlier, just temporarily, all these illuminations that you
Mm.
so kindly set up for me. And at this point, since the sun is going down, it is time. Oh, good job. You are into this. Cue the crickets. I see there's a palm branch over the top of me. So we are obviously at a tropical campsite somewhere on a beach. And this is a great time to gather around the chat column. And I'm telling myself a story, because I am telling this story. This is recorded, and I'm telling myself this story because I want to see it again in my own distant future. The name of this camp that all of us mature adults, we're looking at our retirement, and we've come to this camp because this is camp. What if I don't wanna?
Mm.
Well, that's pretty typical. So camp, what if I don't wanna, only lasts a few minutes. If I don't want to talk about my future aging or aspects of aging that I am experiencing right now, just like I didn't want my husband to bother me the other day with details of something that was gonna ruin our happy moment outside, then I can pop open a pre-act your age journal that I'm using, and I can turn to Camp What If I Don't Wanna, And I can see what I wrote there a number of years ago. I can read it in any order I want to. I tend to be the type of person who picks up a magazine in a waiting room and I read it from the back to the front. That's crazy. I just want to see what they're hiding in the back. I don't want to go in order. I'm rebellious in that way. So I've popped open my journal and I go to camp. What if I don't wanna? And I remind myself of my own grandmother. She was living, this is my paternal grandmother, and she was living in a community. And because her physical frame and the color of her hair gave her an appearance, there were people who also were residents there whose hair color was something that you can select. And perhaps they were not using an assistive device to go down the hallway to dinner. And in their minds, they needed to take care. They needed to have some control over this person, not in an unkind way, but they just felt that it was their duty. And so my grandmother had to be an advocate for herself. No, I don't need to marry you. I'm just fine. And in some other situations, it was, you don't need to check up on me every time you think of me or worry about me because I'm just crocheting or I'm visiting with my granddaughter. And so I met some of these people who felt that they should be the ones to make decisions, to make phone calls and say, I don't think that, things are going well, etc. And they were just fine. And so that is another reason to pre-act your age, because you can literally tell this person who is checking on you and who is keeping you socialized and who is making sure that your nutrition or that your weight isn't changing drastically. You've got your professionals. That's part of the prompted journal, is to have the loved ones and the professionals and people that you just enjoy written into your journal to be the one that you go to when you're overwhelmed by some aspect, or that have your permission to come to you to check on you. So that's just part of camp. What if I don't wanna? What if I don't wanna pre-plan for my future? That's right. Those people who feel that they have some authority over your this point in your life, those people will just have to hear crickets, because you've got this. You've already designated your delegates that are taking care of your fall prevention and your mail and whatever else it is that someone thinks they need to start being in charge of. That is a story that other people can resonate with, because they'll say, oh, I remember when that neighbor would not leave my dad alone. They just thought, nope, they need to have, all this extra, not more than what they actually want. So that's my story to myself when I watch this recording in my own distant future.
So there are many aspects of aging, and we'll be seeing those in the journal that'll be coming out, but there's samples in the book. And
Yes.
so I encourage people go to Kindle, or go to Amazon, get the Kindle book,
Mhm.
and download the samples and fill those out. It'll be important. These are really great discussion starters too for families, as we focus on the emotions and relationships of growing older.
Uh, hey, this is so perfect. Are you a good producer or what? Because there is a person that said hi from Chicago.
Yeah, Deanna.
Oh, wonderful. I am so glad. I am going to connect with Deanna and just
Mhm,
hear, why this one? Why jump in on this one? In fact, at this moment, I also want to thank not only Deanna Kriz, who just was kind enough to wave hello, but I also want to thank Gabe Leal. I've heard him say his name both ways.
mhm,
So Gabe Leal or Gabe Leal, who puts these live stream, whether it's Clubhouse or something like what we're doing. Most of them are video. Most of them are something you can view, but you can also just listen to it. And I
mhm.
just wanted to say, yay, you found him if his name has a tornado on both sides.
That's
So I
right.
am
Yeah.
grateful to him.
Yeah, find
And
Gabe Leal
thank you,
on
Russ.
on
Thank you, Russ
LinkedIn.
Hedge. He is the inspiration specialist,
Yeah,
right? Did I say it
yeah.
right?
He
And
is.
so he's
That's
gonna
what he
inspire
is.
me on Friday. I don't know what.
I'm gonna put, Gabe's, uh, LinkedIn profile into the comments. So
Good.
if people would like to connect with him and subscribe to Gabe's daily email
Guide.
that shares, yeah, it's a guide that shares all the various LinkedIn or streams that are playing out on LinkedIn and other places. And so you can find the Aging Better Network show here, as well as earlier today it was the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, and other great shows that are available. So make sure you follow Gabe.
Did you know that I have an upcoming guest appearance?
Tell me about it.
Well, it's going to be on Amazon Live. It's going to be with an Amazon Live influencer because not just anybody can say, "Hey, I think I'll do an Amazon Live show." So it's a shopping show, right? It's a see these Amazon purchases and be aware of, well, in your case, it's
Mhm.
aware of authors as well as equipment like I'm using right now.
That's right. Yeah. So Amazon.com/live, people can go there and see kind of what's available for shows right now. And I'm going to put another link in there. Uh, Motivational listener
Yes, when people go
live.
to
Mhm.
agingbetternetwork.com, you can scroll down. It's a very simple website because I am not a person who enjoys navigating lots of techie things. So you just scroll down. If you want to, you can click on my face and I will welcome you to that part of the
Mhm.
website. And really close to the bottom is the event tent. And
Mhm.
that is standalone, one time opportunities that may be something that will give you some help with your aging. It might be something about caregiving. It might be just entertainment from
Mhm.
people who are for one reason or another. Maybe it's because of the number of birthdays they've had, or maybe it's because they're in the aging industry. They've got something to present. So we can pop that into there when we decide now's the time that
Mhm.
I'm going to be an Amazon Live interview guest, and you will be completely in charge of everything that I say. I
Yep.
won't go off script, right?
Well, I'll just tell people as we wrap up here that if you go to motivationallistener.live, that will take you to my shows on Amazon, where I do primarily interview authors. There's some other stuff there as well, but I encourage you to subscribe, and that way, when we go live, you'll get notified. And we will be scheduling Christine's broadcast. And so we'll have that on the agingbetternetwork.com on the event tent. And you'll be able to find that by going to agingbetternetwork.com. So as we wind down,
Yes.
Christine, I just want to say thank you to Deanna and to Russ for
Yes.
commenting. And also, just to reach out to Christine, you can find her on LinkedIn, Christine dash Smith. So linkedin.com/in/Christine with a CH hyphen Smith, and connect with her there.
My final word, very simple. The last name Smith, terribly common. You know you've found the right D. Scott if it says motivational listener.
Mm.
And you know you've gotten to the right Christine Smith. You probably went to high school with 3 of them.
Mhm.
If you see that I am the aging enthusiast.
Indeed. Well, we are here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And with that, I will give you, Christine, the last words.
Oh my goodness, I've had so many last words. So the ending is, I am so grateful for the people who have let me know how the book has helped, how they've clicked on the links and they have questions. And I really invite a critique, because this is something that needs to be better so that your aging can be better. I'm coming from the standpoint of a caregiver and a person who has worked shoulder to shoulder with other people who have confided, what's it going to be like when I get to this point? How am I going to make sure that there's someone there for me? And that's the 2 things, emotions and relationships. They affect everything as you age. And that's why I'm creating the Pre-Act Your Age Journal. That's my final word on this Wednesday.